I'm Luigi O'Reilly. I'm going to read some stories that I wrote. It'll help if you can imagine that everything up here is in black and white. I can't make it black and white. See, this is live, 100% live. There will be no lip syncing, no miming. I will not be doing any of that. This is a piece called Storyjazz. Hearing all kinds of stories about Kelsey's barn. They say they refurbished the joint, ripped out all the old seating, try to make the place look respectable. Say they flat out ruined the place, killed the ambience, the seediness. I decided to take a look for myself. First thing I notice as I walk through the door is the place is crowded. Can't even get to the bar for all the hipsters and students. This is not good. I need to create a diversion. I start coughing and spluttering. Damn this wretched disease. Next thing, I got the whole bar to myself, a choice of barmaids and whiskeys. I picked the blonde and the straight bourbon. Hold the rock, sister. You want ice with that, mister? Sure, I tell her. She's around 35, long blonde hair, blue eyes. Legs make her stamping on any guy who gets in her way. What she makes up for in looks, she lacks in brains. Maybe she can help me. Say, doll, I got a question for you. What kind of coat can only be put on when wet? She thinks for a moment, looks at her fingernails and says, a raincoat? Salamander, baby, take me way down south. Tallahassee, mama, I can't stay here no how. I look up to the stars, I see nothing. I look into your eyes, I see a black, black heart. Salamander, baby, take me down. The main bar room is full of shifty-looking folk, and things don't get any prettier in the smoking area. I'm standing next to a giant mass of tangled ginger hair. The only way I can tell there's a guy inside of it is from the light bouncing off his glasses. Hair don't wear glasses and beards don't talk. As he starts to move and disentangle some of the hair from around his face, I notice that he has a mole. She's around 5'11", wears heavy makeup, shades, doesn't change her expression, not once. I wink at her and she doesn't even tell me to take a hike. I'm thinking about maybe kicking things up a notch and flashing her a smile, but before I get a chance to, a siren sounds. Half the punks in the joint freeze, the other half make for the fire exit. I decide to use the main door, no need to get jumpy. As I walk past the blonde broad with blue eyes, I turn to her and say, "It's a coat of paint." The answer is a coat of paint. Traveling cross country, New York to San Francisco. I'm with a dame, let's call her Tallulah. We passed through some pretty swell towns along the way, Iowa City, Ogallala, but we don't stop at any of those places. No, we stop at Green River, Wyoming. I asked the guy at the motel if there's any place around here that trades in liquor. And that's how we wind up at Shooter's Bar and Grill. The entrance to the joint is around the side of the building facing the parking lot. We walk through the gap where I guess a door once hung and along the dark, narrow hallway. There's a door on the left and there's a door on the right. The door on the left leads to the bar. The door on the right is the restroom. We turn left. Being a gentleman, I let Tallulah go first, so she can check if there's any bar brawls in progress. She gives me the all clear and I follow her in. There's a couple vacant stools over at the far end of the bar. I take one, Tallulah takes the other one. The bartender looks at me and says, "Are you gonna sit there?" "Sure," I tell him. I was already sitting there. Maybe he couldn't think of any better questions. Maybe. Second beer when some kind of cowboy walks in. He's got a holster attached to his hip and looks kind of agitated about something. I notice folk looking over at us and whispering, kind of weird. I figure maybe we ought to go and sit at the table over by the exit. Waitress comes bounding over. She's got a smile as wide as the Bison Dam and is wearing enough makeup to paint it twice. How you guys doing today? Where y'all from? Where y'all going? California. I sure wish I was going to California. Get the hell out of this one-horse dodge. Then she leans in real close. Her smile is gone, replaced by a look of fear, dread, maybe even grave concern. Listen, you gotta get out of here. That guy over there is Crazy Horse. He's crazy as a coot. You were sitting in his seat and he ain't too thrilled about it. Make like you're going to the restroom or something. I'll try and distract him. Then she straightens up. Her smile returns. She pulls out her blouse till the button breaks free and hits the floor. I tell Tallulah to go powder her nose. I'll be out in 1 minute flat. Then I start counting. Not out loud. No need to arouse suspicion. 30 seconds. The waitress is on all fours, chasing the button across the wooden floor. Crazy Horse can't take his eyes off her. I figure now's a good time for me to leave. One minute, I'm sitting outside in the Buick, but no Tallulah. Still no Tallulah. Sweat starts pouring off my forehead and onto the steering wheel. Still no Tallulah. Maybe I should go back inside and see if she's okay. No, that might be dangerous. I turn on the engine. 4 minutes! Tallulah appears through the gap where I guess a door once hung. She shimmies across the parking lot like she's taking a leisurely stroll on Malibu Beach. She climbs into the automobile and my foot hits the gas. Where the hell were you? She turns to me and says, I had to pee. Thanks a lot. Cheers, thanks a lot.